Hi everybody, this is Balsamic Moon Tarot. Welcome back to my channel, and for today I'm going to do a reading with the theme of a gentle nudge from the universe. What is the universe nudging you towards? I am doing this right before the new moon in Gemini, so I'm hoping that this new moon energy is going to be very it's going to bring some clarity with regards to ideas you have for a new project or just embarking on a new adventure, on a new path in life even. So we'll see what information comes through. Okay, let's start with 3 cards, please, for the 3 piles. Okay. I have the 2 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. These are the 3 options to choose for today. Pick the card that resonates with you and feel free to skip ahead to the reading based on the timestamps listed below. Okay, thank you. See you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. I have your cards shuffled and selected here. So this is your reading to start with, and if I need to clarify, I'll pull more cards from other decks, okay? So you selected the 2 of Pentacles here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands. Wow. I feel like you are excited about something opening up for you, something that is, it's like feeling like there's now room to accommodate a new passion or a new interest in your life. We have the Hanged Man. Okay. We have an oracle card here, number 12, which is also the number for the Hanged Man. Calm within transformation. Wow. Wow, we have another oracle card here, Nirvana. Okay, pile number 1. I have your message. So, what is the universe gently nudging towards you? What is the universe? What is a gentle nudge from the universe? I think that you are at a positive point in your life right now. I think you feel like you've hit your stride in something. And I think the reason why is because you've let go of a certain attachment. Perhaps you had a certain perfectionism or an attachment to a specific goal or result. And I think that you've shifted, you've experienced a personal change within where you are no longer so focused on a specific end result. You're actually enjoying the process a lot more, the process of what it is you do. So I don't know if this is specifically career related. It could be, but I think that it's related to something important to you, something that you've put a lot of effort and time and resources into, something you've been invested in. And the expectations you've had for this project or this goal you've had, those expectations were set a bit high previously. You've started to enjoy more the uncertainty and the unpredictability of what you're doing. And so you're less attached to a specific end result, and you're now more focused on just enjoying kind of enjoying the ride, enjoying the bumps that, I mean, there will be bumps in the road, so you know you may not enjoy it, but you're certainly accepting that a lot, with a lot more grace than before. I feel like the universe has a gentle nudge towards just being more like this free spirit in a way, being more not just go with the flow, but being fulfilled in flow, understanding that your deepest fulfillment and happiness is always in your ability to choose the response to every new day of your life. I get a sense here of Groundhog's Day, if you've ever seen that movie with Bill Murray. It's a classic. You know, like, I think that you were in a situation before where you felt like you were doing the same thing, you were working hard, or you were trying hard, and the results just weren't matching your effort, or the results weren't matching your, like, the merit of what you were doing. You know, like, perhaps you're really good at something and other people are not nearly as good at it as you, but you weren't seeing those rewards. You weren't getting the gratification of being excellent at what you do. You know, like, you felt like you weren't really getting back enough. And I think that you're in a new place where that's okay for you. It's okay that you're not getting the recognition that you've previously felt you deserved, or the specific rewards. You know, perhaps it was monetary and financial rewards that you were seeking. I think that you've really come to some new perspective about what is rewarding to you about this project you have, or this focus you have in your life. What is the intrinsic reward? What makes it intrinsically joyful for you? And that's, the universe is gently nudging you to keep going in this direction. Keep seeing it as always a work in progress, that there's never going to be a moment where you feel like your work is done, or you feel like you that things are perfect, right? So whatever this new energy is in your life, this new approach, it's really, really wonderful and powerful. And I think you don't even understand right now the full extent of how powerful it is, but it is going to transform you, your approach, your career, or, you know, this this aspect of your life. It's going to transform it in a very deep way from within. And the transformation is going to it's going to be powerful. It may not happen overnight, but the process is underway. So that is awesome. I am very happy for you, pile one. That's a really cool, you know, piece of encouragement to receive. I will also say that what I'm seeing in the cards here, you know, I see so much passion. This depiction of Nirvana is really interesting because we see, you know, a fiery, passionate image here. And it's about the inner flame. It's about how consciousness, how being alive, having a spirit within us that guides us, that gives us the desire to keep going, to keep chasing a dream, right? That is associated with Nirvana, which is really interesting because Nirvana, being enlightenment, it involves, you know, detachment. It involves not being, not just seeking the ego, like the ego gratification, but actually feeling your spirit, you know, transcending your ego and feeling the wholeness of your spirit, feeling your spiritual consciousness connect and merge with the, you know, the totality, the total divine consciousness. So it's interesting that it's fiery here. The Ace of Wands being right there. I think that part of why you hit a stride and you're enjoying the process a lot more of what you're doing, I think part of it is that you're getting a lot of inspiration and you have a comfort, you have reached a certain comfort zone in that. Like, you know that the ideas and the inspiration will always come now. You know that all you have to do is be receptive and ideas flow to you. Ideas and inspirations will just flow to you. And so it feels like you just feel alive. Like you feel alive with a burning passion that you didn't feel before. You feel like you're not alone in this. You feel like your guides or the divine is like kind of lighting the way for you. And that's why it feels so powerful, and that's why it feels like the end result is not as important, because this is really where the joy is, in just being in the flow and in the process, watching things unfold at their own natural and organic pace. That's what's making you kind of have an inner peace here, an inner calm, the calm within transformation. You are more appreciative of this vantage point. You have a special vantage point, seeing something develop and grow right before your eyes, just because you are passionate about it, just because you put your attention and your love towards it. So with the Hanged Man, I think that you really don't care so much about things that were really important to you in the past. You're not bent, like you don't get bent out of shape over things like used to bother you. There's a new perspective you have now where you see that even the failures, even the mistakes are gifts in themselves. And that's a really lovely energy to be in. So, a gentle nudge. Yeah, a gentle nudge. Can I get more information? Perhaps specifics. Queen of Cups. You know, it's possible that this has to do with love and romance or intimacy, connecting with another person, or even feeling good within a family connection. I'm getting a sense of that being possible. Strength. Interesting. I wonder if parenthood is, or being a caregiver could be connected to this. So as a caregiver, as a parent, maybe in the past you were so like worried about not hitting certain milestones on time. Like, you know, you were so worried about your child or the person you're caring for. You're kind of micromanaging, or you're kind of like obsessive compulsive about like every aspect of their existence. You know, that's possible that was what you were going through, and now you've kind of hit a stride where you are more forgiving of yourself. You're more forgiving of your own limitations, and what that ends up doing is that you have gratitude for what you do manage to accomplish. You're happier now. You just feel genuinely more excited about the little things that do get accomplished, because they're so precious to you. You know, when you have a good day, that feels so good. I do think just as an energy check, I do think this reading is more catering to someone who's been caring for someone. So I think there's like health. There's a theme here about, you know, having the fortitude and the stamina to be a caregiver or to be a parent, to be strong for someone else who is vulnerable. I'm seeing that be a theme here. So the universe is gently nudging you to continue this new attitude that you have, to really like embrace this new attitude. It's definitely a positive development for you. I like that. That's so cool. The Hierophant. Yeah, you know, it's possible that a spiritual practice or even a spiritual guide or elder is in your life. Spiritual teachings. It's possible that you've encountered spiritual teachings that have really been helping you. Do I want this? Yes, I want this deck. Okay, I'll pull one more card just to see any other advice. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this is basically saying the reading's over, like, you know, tying up the loose end there. Open with the Two of Pentacles, close with the Two of Pentacles. So it's also about cycles, right? It's about closing the loop. There's a cycle, there is a pattern, there's a cycle that you're in. Even in the most chaotic of days, even those days when you feel like, oh, you're going to drop the ball, you have so much to do, how are you going to do it all? There's still a rhythm and there's still a cycle. So the advice, I think, is that you can always, you know, simplify. If you ever feel harried, if you ever feel even tired and like you don't have energy, you can always simplify. You can always just not hold, you know, like juggling, right? You can drop one ball and focus on just one thing, because the cycle means that you're always, you know, you will have another time to focus on the other thing you got to focus on. I hope that makes sense to you. But yeah, pile one, I am getting a strong feeling that this is a message for someone who is a caregiver, caring for, you know, honestly, I'm not even sure that it is a parent. I feel like it could be a caregiver, caring for a spouse or a family member or a child, but like caring for someone who is ailing. Yeah, the universe is gently nudging you to, you know, to keep going. You are doing a great job. You are getting stronger. You're getting so much, you know, you're building strength and you're building capacity and skills. Like you're getting better at this every day. So even on a bad day, even on a day you feel like you've failed, which, you know, you haven't, but like even on those days when you feel like, oh, you didn't, you know, you didn't meet that standard that you set for yourself, be gentle with yourself and be forgiving, because it is all part of a cycle and it's all part of a flow. And sometimes we just need to surrender to that flow and to that cycle. And what we discover is that the universe lifts us up. The universe helps us carry over to the next step. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Pile one, much warmth to you. I hope that this reading helps you. And if it does, feel free to click the like or subscribe buttons and let me know. Okay, take care, pile one. Hi, pile two. This is your reading, a gentle nudge from the universe. I have your cards shuffled and selected, so I'm going to start with this reading, and if I need to clarify, I will pull more cards. So you did select the Ten of Swords. Seems like perhaps you're feeling very burdened or very exhausted by something. I feel like you need a ray of light, you need a hope, you need hope, you need a sign. So let's see, what is the universe gently nudging towards you? We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands, the Prince of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. Awesome. There's a fairy godmother in there. Love that. We have, wow, we have an oracle card number 63. Cast your sacred symbols. Interesting. We also have an oracle card, resistance, already. Okay, pile 2. So I want to start with this card, Resistance. The guidebook for this card has a really powerful message behind this. I'll just read part of the guidebook's entry. It says, the more we pull away from the confines of the objects that bind us, the tighter they will grip onto our ability to expand and evolve. The more we struggle for freedom, the more freedom will become a struggle. Where is resistance coming up in your life? What does liberation feel like to you? How can you let go of what is binding or blocking your energy and flow into a sense of freedom? You have the power to resolve resistance with solvent thoughts. Move closer to equanimity by breaking free from your fears through gentle confrontation. May the lessons that emerge in moving closer to inner and outer liberation allow you to shed limitations and shift focus to expansive vision. The mantra for this card is, as I move closer to areas of resistance, I find that in this space I will actualize my freedom. Where I once felt trapped, I am now in full liberation from all fear, doubt, and indecision. I am a force of gentleness, and I move and flow with divine precision. That is so interesting. So pile 2. The gentle nudge from the universe. I think the universe is nudging you to, first of all, calm down a bit. I mean that in the nicest way. I think that with this 9 of Cups and this 10 of Swords, there's something that I think you might have overblown, like a problem that you might be making a mountain out of a molehill out of, that kind of situation. And I'm getting a sense that it could be because someone else is involved, and this person is someone who might be, your confidence might have taken a blow, is what I'm getting here. But you are actually in a much better position than you may see right now. I think right now, where your focus is, you might have a hard time seeing the big picture. You might have a hard time appreciating certain things in your life right now. But if you can just take a step back somehow, give yourself a break. Take a break from whatever is exhausting you. Maybe you can't afford a break, I understand that. But if you can somehow carve a space out where you really have an inner, you're really able to like get in touch with yourself again, feel like yourself again, feel like your own best friend again. I think that you naturally have a lot of confidence, but that recent events have sort of shaken your confidence in yourself. And the universe wants to gently nudge you to a kind of a more balanced mindset here. A mindset where you can take constructive criticism, but you will not take feedback that is disrespectful. You know what I mean? So, in other words, and I'm getting a sense this is career or like vocation related. Like there's something that you work really hard on. You have a certain mastery over this skill set. And, you had your confidence shaken because maybe there was an incident or there was an episode. Maybe you got a review, like a bad review, or maybe someone at work, a colleague, or I don't get the sense they're an authority figure or a boss. I feel like it might be a colleague. Someone said something really insensitive. So I think that, your ego might be a bit bruised, but, you're fine. Like you don't have to put much stock into this person's criticism, because they're insensitive and they're just impulsive, and they're not as sophisticated or as intelligent as you might think. They're kind of a hothead, and it's important to put feedback into context, okay? It's important to remember that, not everyone is going to be a good judge of your work. It's that simple. That being said, it can be helpful to take a step back and to look at what you're doing and to think, what could be the areas where I genuinely want to improve, and what are the areas I'm genuinely interested in, where I want to develop more, where I want to expand more, and where I want to seek new opportunities for growth, for challenging myself. I think changing your focus in that direction, where you will get genuinely excited and get back in touch with a genuine passion, I think that will help you get past this current phase where you might be ruminating over, a setback or a failure. Cast your sacred symbols. I think that you need to take the reins again. Again, someone has shaken your confidence, or some incident has shaken your confidence. But you stand on your own 2 feet. You are in charge of your life. You're in charge of the direction in your life. You're in charge of the narrative of your life. You get to choose how you put something into perspective. So perhaps there was a failure or a setback, but you can take a good hard look at that, and you know yourself well enough to put that setback into a bigger context. You know enough to give yourself a break if something didn't all go perfectly. You also have the power to improve. Like if something happened that did reveal a certain limitation of yours, you can move towards that insecurity and actually look at it, confront it, examine it. Is there a limitation in your skill set? Is there something that you are not quite good at? Is the reason why you're not quite good at it because you think you're always going to be bad at it? It's like there could be some unconscious attitude or some unconscious belief that's causing you to resist a lesson here. So I feel like I gave you a lot of information. But I'm going to pull a few more cards to see if I can get something specific here. Can I get advice for pile 2? A gentle nudge from the universe, please. A gentle nudge. I'm seeing the fairy godmother again. So I think that there's someone that might have shaken your confidence because you might idealize them a lot. But if you can see them more as a flawed human being, then their criticism, or, it might not have even been criticism, but it could have been a flippant remark. It becomes less abrasive. It becomes less painful because you realize oh, you know what? They're not perfect. They have their own issues. And I don't have to beat myself up just because someone else is an insensitive person. You know what I mean? It's you don't have to internalize a negative experience. Sure, you can learn from it, but there's no point in punishing yourself to the point where you don't even want to go on. No one should do that to anyone. No one should tell someone oh, you're bad at this, why are you even doing this? that's that's just out of line, you know? And I think this person crossed a line. So it's important for you to see that they're flawed, that they don't have, they're not God. They're not, who are they to judge? You know what I mean? It's important to see this person without the idealism that you might have seen them before. Okay, I have the Hanged Man. I mean, the Hanged Man, a change from perspective, right? Turning something up and upside down. You probably feel like your world has been turned upside down, and like you're like, whoa, like I didn't, like, you might be a bit blindsided by what happened recently, but I think there's something more to this that deserves some, you know, some contemplation or examination. Six of Cups, okay. Yeah, you know what I'm getting here? I'm getting a sense that maybe you've been seeking someone's approval for a time, and now you have a chance to put an end to this, to seek your own gratification, your own fulfillment, not to make someone else happy, but to make you happy. Oh. Wow, Ace of Wands. Yeah. Yes, Ace of Wands. This is the will to go on. This is lighting the fire within you. With the Six of Cups here, I think that going back, seeking the safety and the comfort of people who are old friends or kindred spirits, you know, a community. I think it's important for you to find that, you know, find those compassionate souls who understand you and don't have the insensitivity of the other person or the other people you've been dealing with. With the Ace of Wands, I think even going back to an old pastime, excuse me. Yeah, there's something comforting here that you can do. There's something self-soothing and comforting that can help you regain your confidence, boost your confidence again. Something that you enjoy doing that's really separate from this episode. Oh, okay. Two of Wands and the Empress. Alrighty. I want to put that Empress there. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands, the Empress, and the Two of Wands. So, tremendous growth, tremendous opportunity. That confidence that might be shaken, it's going to bounce back for sure. You're showing up here, and I think this is like advice and also potential outcome. You're showing up here very empowered, very confident, very, you're showing up here as a queen, you know, not that queen, the Empress, right? You're showing up here as like, just infallible in a sense. Like you know, you've got this. You don't need someone's petty remarks or insensitivity to slow you down here, to, you know, you don't, it's irrelevant. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like, the more I tap into this, I see, what is this? Oh, the Devil. Yeah, see, I feel like someone has tried to, I feel like someone has tried to create a fake, someone's tried to manipulate you into thinking that you are not as qualified or as deserving as what you are in fact deserving of. With resistance again, right? Like, I think that even there might be someone who you've been giving energy to. You've been sort of trying to placate them. Again, that approval, or like, you know, someone that you wanted them to have a high opinion of you. But if you just kind of let the chips fall where they fall, like let this person, instead of trying to convince this person that you're worthy, if you just withdraw and, like, in other words, like, just don't even entertain them, don't even give them the time of day, that they will kind of wither away. I mean, you know, like, it's kind of like when someone is opposing you and you let it bother you and you put so much energy into that conflict or that struggle, it ends up escalating the conflict and the struggle, and then you're just constantly in this back and forth. And I think that if you can just move away from it entirely, like, just suck the oxygen out of it, you know what I mean? Like you have to stop giving it oxygen to inflame, to flame up again. But if you can just be that empress who is like, you know what, my time is precious and I'm not going to give my time to people who don't deserve it. If you can just be that boss lady, well, maybe you're not a lady, but if you can be that if you can act with that entitlement, remember that you are entitled to your own time. You're entitled to, you know, live your life the way you choose to live. If you can remember that, this person that I think is being oppositional to you, they're gonna wither. Their strength, it's gonna peter out. Their aggressiveness or something. I don't know. I feel like this person's like a real hothead, and they're just they talk. That's what I'm saying. They talk a big game. They're all talk. They're all bark. There's no bite. Like, this person talks a lot of crap. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put any stock into what they're saying. Put stock into what I'm saying. Don't put stock into what they're saying. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Someone really wants to embroil you in some drama, and you don't need to continue it. Like, the drama can end today. The drama can end now. 10 of Swords. You are just done. You are over it. 8 of Pentacles too. I feel like, you know, they see that you're good at what you do, and they're envious of your capability. They're envious of your success. There are some people, or there's some kind of community or activity. There's like something that really comforts you. It's a self-soothing practice. Like, perhaps you knit, or perhaps you bake. You know, there's just something that you do that brings you calm and just reminds you that life doesn't have to be this awful, you know, drama. You can go back to a more peaceful time just by restarting, you know, a hobby, or revisiting old friends. You know, like, I think that you have lost touch with an old self that was, you know, you've lost touch with a happier time because there's been this drama, or this thing sucking all your energy and time. But cast your sacred symbols, okay? Like, you're in charge. Don't doubt it. The universe is gently nudging you to remember that you have power in this situation. You are not powerless. The Devil is about limiting beliefs, and it can be about internal obstacles. So, you know, you just have to recognize that someone has been able to manipulate you, but into giving them the time of day, into imagining that they're better than they really are. You know, they're all hot air is what I'm getting here. Don't buy into the hype. Don't believe the hype. What else do I want here? Bottom of this deck is the World. Yeah, there's going to be a consequence. This person can't just keep doing what they're doing. What is the deck that I wanted, though? I want this deck. Okay. Let's get another card from this deck. Advice. Advice, potential outcome. Four of Wands. Very lovely. I feel like this card too. Five of Cups. Okay. So, yeah, you know, this is about counting your blessings. Like, I think you've spent enough time kind of stressing out or feeling bad about the drama or the situation tied to this other person that's been opposing you. But it's a good time to count your blessings. It's a good time to, you know, seek community, seek a support system. You have a support system, I think. I think that's clear here. But like, go to them. You know what I mean? Go to the people or the person in your life who is truly caring, who truly understands and accepts you, and accepts you for who you are. Doesn't judge you for, you know, the mistakes you've made in the past. Like, draw upon that support. Do something nice for yourself, you know, like, do something nice with the people in your life who are part of your community. Do something nice for them, even, like, just to remind yourself that you still have a lot going for you. It can be easy to feel, to mourn something and feel sad over something, just because, you know, you're disappointed. It's easy to feel disappointed that something didn't work out the way you wanted it to, but there are two cups still left here. So I do feel like there's a connection still in your life that is important, and it's a strong, beautiful, loving connection. And, you know, just be grateful for that and turn to that. You don't always have to be the strong one. You don't always have to be that person who can handle everything. You know, even though you're very empowered, like, sometimes you need someone in your life who sees your sensitivity, who sees your vulnerability. So find that safe space where you can be vulnerable, and use that safe space to help you move on, to help you regain your confidence, because you still have so much going for you. The Nine of Cups, you still have, you know, a lot that you've wished for is still in your life. It's still coming towards you. You don't have to let this one upset or this one person or this, you know, this one disappointment. You don't have to let that one disappointment ruin everything else in your life, okay? Pile 2, I hope that was helpful for you. And, you know, if it resonates, please click the like and subscribe buttons to give me that feedback. And I hope to see you at the next reading, okay? Good luck to you, Pile 2. I think you're going to be okay. Sometimes we just have to, you know, feel the sadness and then get back up on our horse and keep going and take that high road. You know, don't let someone else's nastiness affect you deeply. Don't take it in. Just, like, reject it, push it back, send it back their way, and then move on to your own happiness, okay? Take care, Pile 2. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. This is a gentle nudge from the universe. I have already selected your cards here. I shuffled the decks and I selected these cards, so I'm going to start your reading based on this pile. And then I'll pull some more cards if I need to clarify or get advice, okay? So, you selected the Seven of Swords. We have the Star. Lovely. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay. We have the Four of Wands. The Oracle card number 55, in between worlds. I think I put this Oracle card in my last video, so if you have not seen my last video, maybe you want to check that out. However, I don't remember. I'm not sure which pile it was in. Anyway, that's interesting. This card has come out a second time this week. We also have the Oracle card, the Rose Phoenix. Okay, interesting. Okay, pile 3, a gentle nudge from the universe. This is very, you know, I'm getting a theme about healing and recovery. Pile 1, I also got a health related theme, like it was for a caregiver. But I feel like with this reading here, you are someone who has had an ailment or is recovering from something, you know, health related. And of course, I can't give medical advice. I just get the sense that your health or this health issue, it could even be like mental health, right? It's been something that took up so much of your time. It took up a lot of your attention, your energy, your space. And you're finally feeling like you can, you're finally feeling like you're stepping away from it. Like you've figured out a way to manage it or cope with it. There's something here that you figured out. I don't want to say it's a shortcut. It's just like, it could be it could be the therapy or the mode of healing that you've found is speeding up a process for you that was very arduous before. It could feel like you've found a trick, like there's a trick up your sleeve. I'm also getting the sense here that you finally feel capable to do something on your own. I think that whatever this ailment is, it's had you feeling so dependent on others, and that was a source of strain, a source of stress. It's really made you feel alienated and lonely at times, but you're now getting to this really great place. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes, and this star, this energy of healing and recovery is really, really coming into your life now, and you are finally feeling hopeful again. I want to clarify this Nine of Swords, so I'll do that in a moment, but to talk about the Four of Wands here, what I see in this Four of Wands is the ties that bind. I feel like someone or some people, some situation in your life feels stable. It's like someone made a commitment to you, or it's like you feel like you can rely on a commitment. I mean, it could even be like having a health insurance or a doctor that you feel is reliable. It can even be that, but I feel like the ties that bind is what is the phrase here, and it's a good sense of the ties that bind. It's a sense of like, I got you, like you're, you know, like we're in this together. That's what I'm getting from this Four of Wands. And as a result, like you really feel like you're in a new chapter with this healing journey you're on. You feel like you have opened some doors, or you've unlocked some doors. Yeah, it's just like, relief is what I'm getting there. And for In Between Worlds, you know, again, it's like you felt lonely in this journey for quite some time, and now you feel less lonely. You feel like you found support or solidarity. It's possible that you found an online community or some kind of community support. It's possible that you found like a support group for what it is you're going through. And as a result, you feel less alone, you feel less unusual. It's possible you found a community, or you found a person that you can confide in who relates to the unique situations you've been in, or the unique, what am I trying to say? You know, it could be you have an unusual diagnosis and maybe you finally found another person who has the same issue, and you guys can talk about it and like compare your lives and just compare your struggles, and like that's immensely helpful. That's giving you the courage to fight this ailment or this disease. Yeah, wow, I'm seeing a lot of positive, beautiful, graceful energy here coming. The universe wants to gently nudge you to yeah, just be hopeful, be optimistic here. I'm gonna look at this Nine of Swords. What is this Nine of Swords trying to tell us? Oh, okay. Interesting. So I picked up the deck and I didn't realize that I left the bottom card. The card that was left behind is this King of Cups. So, what can you tell us? Nine of Swords, King of Cups, a gentle nudge from the universe. Interesting, King of Swords. Wow, Knight of Wands. Let's talk about a whole cast of characters here. I think there are, yeah, like I do think there's some kind of community. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles. Wow, we have each of the suits represented. King of Cups, King of Swords, Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and then this Wheel of Fortune. Revolving cast of characters is what I'm hearing first. I think that you have a team. Perhaps there's a team behind your healthcare program or your health, like in this recovery program or in a rehabilitation program or in this health program. Perhaps there's a team of experts that are helping you. It could also be not that they are the specialists, but that there are multiple people in your life who are convening together, who are coming together to work together to support you. So I'm seeing like King of Cups being a very caring partner. I'm seeing a King of Swords being a healthcare professional or some kind of specialist who has solutions. I see a Knight of Wands as someone who is a go-getter and willing to advocate for you, willing to cheer you up, someone who even like helps cheer you on. And then the Queen of Pentacles, someone who helps you organize your life, someone just, perhaps someone domestic who like helps by cooking meals or helps you watch your kids if you have kids. It's someone who helps in very practical ways. Wheel of Fortune, just a huge blessing here. So if that's resonating with you, I think that the universe is gently nudging you to take a break. You've got support. You don't have to do all this on your own. You don't have to be alone in this. There are certain things that you have to, yes, there are certain steps of the journey that you have to do on your own. But overall, there are people cheering you on. There are people who want what's best for you. They want you to feel cared for. They want you to be hopeful and optimistic. Let's go ahead and get another card. What else can we tell pile 3, please? A gentle nudge from the universe. That's it. Okay. Oh, 2 cards. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull from this deck as well. A gentle nudge from the universe. Advice or potential outcome. Advice or potential outcome. Okay, awesome. So, Page of Cups. Awesome. Oh, look at that. Very sweet. 3 of Cups. Oh. Yeah. Very lovely energy here. Supportive, emotionally supportive energy. This is a friend circle or a family, a community. 4 of Cups. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Interesting. So we had the Four of Wands, now we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Something is stabilizing here for you, for sure. You are, perhaps it's the treatment, but you're able to feel a level of stability and certainty in your life, and it's very grounding. It's like the ground has come back under you, and it's supporting you, and you no longer have to, feel like you're lost. Like there's something that is just very stable and supportive for you right now. And as a result, you're able to feel happiness again for the first time in a while. You're able to enjoy have some good times for yourself. You're able to, just have some more sweetness and tenderness in your life, which is truly what you deserve. Yeah, pile 3. That's what, so the universe is gently nudging you to just have, have pleasure, invite pleasure into your life again. It doesn't need to be, a big to-do. You don't have to like go and have extravagant things in your life. There's just some simple pleasures that you can reintroduce into your life that you might have lost touch with. There's a sweet side to you, there's a tender side to you, and the universe is gently nudging you to, just open up again, let yourself feel connected to others again. Could be even an artistic practice here that's calling to you again. Perhaps you used to do something creative and you haven't had the kind of the energy or the feelings, the inspiration. Maybe you felt a bit tapped out or just kind of numb, distracted. I think that the universe is gently nudging you to get in touch with your feelings again, because there's positivity coming your way, and after a stressful time, there are signs of hope now. There are signs of recovery. There's a cause. There's a reason to be optimistic. So, so much warmth and love to you, pile 3. I hope that this message helps you. If it resonated, please click the like and subscribe buttons to let me know. And I hope to see you at the next reading. Okay, pile 3, take care.